People are really loving the Lian Li pure white PCs that we're doing lately in the new Evo case, so I thought I'd show you this one. This is the third PC that I built for Paul. So he got one for himself, his son got one, and this is one for the cinema room for playing games. So it's going to be projecting onto a 4K TV. This is built just for pure gaming, but obviously watching movies, etc. as well, which is not very demanding. So in this one, we've gone for some really high-end specs. We've got a Core i9-12900KF processor and a 3080, and the whole PC is obviously in a Lian Li white case, but the whole PC is white as well. We've even gone as far as using a white power supply. Not that you can really see it, but it's just a nice finishing touch. So I'll show you around this one. You can generally get these kind of PCs fully kitted out. They're going to be just over $5,000 to get started on like a high-end Lian Li pure white PC. You can get a PC that looks like this, which is quite a lot less expensive, but it wouldn't have a 3080 and a Core i9, etc. There's a few things inside here that you can compromise on to save some money, but this is like a, it's a top-end PC. This is currently what I'm recommending. If you want this kind of look and you want it to be done properly, this is what I'm recommending. So I'll show you around the inside. We've gone with a Core i9-12900KF processor, and like always, we've liquid cooled it with the NZXT Kraken Z73. So the 7 in the 73, that means it's a 360mm cooler. You've got the 3 fans up here. That's where it's connected. This is the white edition, obviously. The Z means it's got an LCD screen. So you can see the CPU temperature just here. To sit on 19 degrees whilst idling, and there we go, 18 degrees whilst idling on a Core i9, that's really impressive. Usually you might see about 25 at a minimum, but the NZXT Kraken Z73, whilst it's also a pretty cool looking cooler, it is one of the best cooling coolers. We've also got the RTX 3080, and this is a Gigabyte Vision OC graphics card as well. Obviously the OC is overclocked, so it's a little bit quicker than the usual 3080 Vision. We've got 32 gig of Corsair RAM. We go with 4 sticks in these cases because it just looks a little bit nicer. We've got the white braided sleeve cables just here. That's your motherboard one. There's for your graphics card. There's a couple up here as well for the processor. This takes 2 8-pins. So the motherboard is one of my favorites. It's an Asus ROG Strix Z690A Wi-Fi D4. So the D4 means it's got DDR4 RAM compatibility. I'm not really recommending DDR5 for anybody at the minute. It's just not really worth the money. It might be in a few years, but it's just not worth spending the money on right now. So I reckon for the 12th generation processors, I don't reckon it's worth it. For the fans, we've gone with the Lian Li SL120 uni fans. This seems to be everybody's favorite overall. So you've got the AL120s, which have lights on the blades of the fans and a little bit on the outside. These SL120s are very unique because the lights are just on the outside here. You've seen these a million times in our videos, but I still reckon they're really nice. They're very unique. I recommend these if you're going for a white case because it's a little bit more clean. And finally, to finish off this PC, we've got a 2TB Samsung 980 Pro NVMe SSD, and the Pros are capable of about 7 gig per second. So they're as fast as it really gets. So to check out more computers like this, make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram. We're also on YouTube. You'll see a lot more of our videos on there very shortly. So check out the YouTube page. They're all just Cataclysm computers. Search us on there. And if you have any requests for what kind of PCs that you want to see, just send me a message, have a chat. I want to know what you want to see so I can post it on the page as well. We build about 5 to 10 computers every day, and we can show you every different kind of style that you can imagine. I just need to know what you like.